Hey everybody, it's Jason McCann with McCann's Adventures, and just wanted to see about doing an update today. It's been about a year since we've done a garden update, and it seems like through a lot of our followers, we've got quite a few that enjoy the gardening aspect and had a lot of questions in regards to our wicking beds. As you can see back here, this is the latest video that we had completed, which was a preservation room. I'll see about linking it down in the description if you're interested in taking a look at that. I'll also see about linking a video regarding the wicking beds when we built them, if anybody's interested in taking a look at that. We're going to go outside now and visit with Sarah and see about having her give us a little tour of what she's got going on this year. Hey Sarah, just want to see if we want to do a garden update video for this year.
I would love to do that. Well, I guess welcome to our herb garden. This is the second year of these beds. We call it the herb garden because that was the original intention. We built all of these out for me to do culinary and medicinal herbs. With the creation of our preservation room inside, we've kind of reshifted our focus to produce and vegetables. So my herbs got shifted down here and condensed a little bit, and I've planted some new varieties of veggies. Starting down on the end, we wanted to look, or do we want to start here? What do you want?
Let's just start down there.
So next to our very noisy air conditioner, we have our first little tub. That is actually what trees come in. But I have Italian root zucchini in that. Last year I had Jerusalem artichokes and they did fantastic there. The zucchini is probably going to get too big and I'm probably going to have to relocate that pot at some point.
Hey, but it's a great thing because it is a pot. It can be moved wherever we need. If it needs more sunlight, if it needs less sunlight, we can figure out what the plant wants.
Yeah. So, and as I change my mind on what I want to grow, I absolutely love my Jerusalem artichokes. Fun fact, they're from the sunflower family. And I only got to enjoy them in that stage because they produce like upside down Brussels sprouts on the roots. And before they ever got to that stage, I had a really big infestation of a particular kind of moth and just completely decimated that plant. Anyways, next to them in these little pots with the small trellis is Mexican sour gherkins. They're a type of cucumber. First year on those, no idea what we're in for. This bed is some new varieties of beans for me. We've got black-eyed peas on the end and then black turtle beans, which are black beans. And we eat a ton of black beans, so I'm looking forward to putting those up. These two beds are kind of like a test zone of, I wasn't sure what kind of germination I was going to get, so I tried a couple different things. Both beds have bergamot, calendula, euthanasia, chamomile, and borage. And just in case those didn't do well, I did put some veggies. So in this first one, I have cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage. Everything in that veggie family I've always had a little trouble with. Not only does it get stupid hot in Texas, but there's a particular pest that comes in. So I've got a few methods that I'm going to try this year to try and keep these plants and see if they can produce. And in this one, we added some rhubarb, which are still just dry little sticks. So fingers crossed to do something. In these two beds on the end, next to the trellises, last year I did loofahs, and they produced magnificently. To the point that I probably won't plant those for like another year because I have so much still to use up. So this year, next to all the trellises, I planted asparagus beans, and these are supposed to produce like a 17 to 21 inch long bean pod, and they're supposed to trellis over these. This first bed, I have a variety of bush beans, so some more green beans. And we have a decent germination rate. I'm hoping it gets a little bit better. This bed is mostly my culinary herbs. So oregano, thyme, the different varieties of sages, some stevia, cilantro, a whole bunch more than that. And then this bed has some more of my medicinal types, so toothache plant, yarrow, and then I have some more culinary like cumin and tarragon, which is my favorite, lemongrass. And then this one over here, I of course have morning glories that grow over. And then this bed was originally a worm bin, and a few years ago we planted asparagus, and it doesn't look much right now, but we've actually been eating out of this bed for a couple weeks, would you say? Yeah. So as they start to grow up, we come out here, clip them and eat them, and they are so good and so tender. We this year added some strawberries in there. They're a really, really good companion plant for asparagus. And I'm hoping, since I layer really heavy with pine needle mulch and everything, and this bed is a little thicker, that they'll overwinter, because I've had strawberries be really successful and then they don't overwinter for me. So I'm trying them here, see how it goes. Moving outside of the herb garden, I still have some more herbs. So this is our newest little station that Jason just finished. This was our firewood rack, and these are some scrap landscape timbers. These are all fresh planted, so that's why they still look so nice. I love making my own teas. So I have about 6 varieties of mint here and some lavender, which smells so good. But it's been a lot of fun just drying and making my own little home brews. And then moving on, we have our wicking beds, and these are probably our pride and joy. They took so much work. We do have a video posted of our wicking beds and how we built them, what they are, but a brief synopsis is there's a water reservoir. You can fill it with this tube. There's an overflow spot, and in the summer, after I top water, I'll top water until everything's well established. I'll just water in the reservoir, and it keeps my leaves from burning or anything like that, and the moisture will wake up. It helps with water conservation. Brilliant idea. So these first 3 beds, I have different varieties of banana peppers and bell peppers. Then we have pickling cucumbers, English cucumbers, and an acorn squash on the trellises. These beds also all have onions in them, so that makes another really good companion plant. And then moving into the middle, these 2 beds on the outside, they are different varieties of beets and sugar snap peas. On that side, we have rigged up a little bit of a trellising system that we're hoping to mimic over here. I'm just really excited for some pickled beets. This middle bed is garlic and red onion. So this is my first year of trying garlic, and I've actually got some coming up. Moving to the outside, these 2 corner beds are going to be tomatoes, and then we have a new variety of acorn squash called mashed potato acorn squash. I'm looking forward to it. There's one coming up. And then here we have spaghetti squash, and then butternut on the end. Both the tomato beds are lined with dill, basil, and cilantro, so more herbs. I'm sneaking them in everywhere I can. And then this last bed in this area is another variety of bush bean. I don't remember which variety, but it's going to be a green bean. And then I'm trying something new over by the chicken coop. So over here I have planted a tomato. This is called Chef Choice Black. It's a tomato I've never grown. I'm hoping I can partially trellis it on the chicken coop, but I do have a ton of butterfly bush and nasturtium that both get a little invasive. So we also get a ton of shade from the pecan tree. It's gonna be a trial and error, kind of figure out. Maybe it'll be a lesson learned if it doesn't work. We'll see. The last growing area that we have is our mineral tubs. We plant our potatoes in mineral tubs. because it's just a little easier for us to manage, both for our space, like Jason talked about, we can move them to chase the sun or the shade. And then when it comes time to harvest, we find it a lot easier because we'll just lay a tarp, we'll dump the tub, we pick the potatoes, pick the tarp up, dump the dirt back in. So easy. Last year we only did 2 mineral tubs of potatoes, and we ate up everything that I can. So Jason and I talked about it and said, we're gonna do some more. More meant going from 2 tubs to 13 tubs. So I guess we like potatoes. In these, what we did is we started with grow dirt about 1/3 of the way down, planted them, and as the potatoes come up, we're mounding dirt, and that kind of forces more growth. And we'll do that until the tubs get full, and then we'll just let them do their thing. So we've got 1 tub of purple potatoes, 2 of sweet potatoes, 6 of red potatoes, and I think 7 of Yukon or russet potatoes. So be on the lookout for a video on harvesting and processing all of those. And then our last little thing is carrots, which I'm very impatiently waiting on germinating. We've had 1 really good year of carrots and they look like they came from a store, and I've been trying so hard to replicate that since. So I keep putting them in different places. We'll hope that this works out. But that's everything that we're growing right now. Like and subscribe and follow us on our little gardening journey in our backyard, and we'll post an update soon.